Honey, sweet, golden, natural, and trusted for thousands of years. We stir it into tea, drizzle it on toast, and believe it's helping our health, especially as we age. But what if the very thing you thought was helping you could actually be hurting you? Recent research shows that certain combinations with honey can trigger inflammation, gut imbalance, even chemical reactions linked to cancer and cognitive decline, especially when we heat it or pair it with the wrong foods. And after 60, when your body's defenses are already more fragile, the risk increases. In this video, we'll walk through the 3 worst food combinations with honey that many people still use, the surprising science behind why these combinations are risky, and 3 healing, senior-friendly recipes that let honey protect your brain, joints, and digestion, instead of working against them. If you've been eating honey daily, you need to hear this. As we age, our bodies go through natural changes. Some are visible, like wrinkles or gray hair. Others are quiet, but more dangerous. After 60, we face increased inflammation, slower digestion, weakened immune response, decline in brain plasticity and memory retention, and higher risk for chronic diseases like arthritis, Alzheimer's, and even cancer. That's why many older adults turn to natural remedies, and honey is often first on the list. And for good reason. Honey is a natural healer. It contains powerful antioxidants, natural anti-inflammatory agents, prebiotic sugars that support gut bacteria, brain protective polyphenols like quercetin and caffeic acid. Studies have shown honey may improve memory by raising BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, lower blood pressure, reduce LDL, bad cholesterol, protect against oxidative stress linked to dementia and cancer, even reduce coughing and sore throats better than OTC meds. It's not just a sweetener. It's a functional food, a natural medicine, when used right. But here's the catch. When paired incorrectly, honey's healing powers flip. When heated too high or combined with certain foods, honey becomes chemically unstable. In some cases, it forms compounds like HMF, hydroxymethylfurfuryl, a known cellular toxin linked to DNA damage, gut inflammation, and possible neurotoxicity. And unfortunately, many of these wrong combinations are the same ones promoted in trendy health blogs and recipes. Let's look at an example. You may have seen it online or heard it in wellness circles. Recipes that mix equal parts of honey and ghee, promising energy, digestion, and vitality. But ancient Ayurvedic texts and now modern science warn against this exact combination. When honey and ghee are mixed in equal proportions, especially when heated or left to sit for extended periods, they can form compounds like hydroxymethylfurfuryl HMF, a chemical linked to cellular toxicity and inflammatory stress in the gut and liver. According to studies published in the Journal of Ayurveda and Integrative Medicine, this pairing can increase free radical activity, disrupt enzyme function, and even create digestive residue that the body struggles to break down. The result? More inflammation, more oxidative damage. And for seniors already dealing with sluggish digestion or liver stress, the effects compound quickly. If you're enjoying honey and ghee, the key is ratio. A small amount of honey mixed into a larger portion of ghee or added after cooking in small doses may still be tolerated well. But equal parts? That's where the red flag begins to wave. Honey is often seen in healthy baked goods, teas, and warm tonics. But what most people don't know is that heating honey beyond a certain point can destroy its healing properties and even make it toxic. When honey is exposed to high heat, like baking, boiling, or stirring into very hot tea, it undergoes a chemical transformation. One of the major byproducts of this reaction is hydroxymethylfurfuryl, HMF, the same compound mentioned earlier. HMF has been studied for its potential role in DNA damage, neurotoxicity, and even carcinogenesis in animal models. While small amounts are tolerated, heat-processed honey can contain dangerously elevated levels. The World Health Organization, WHO, and European food authorities have set limits on HMF in commercial honey. But when you heat it yourself, there's no regulation and no warning label. What makes this especially dangerous for older adults is how sensitive aging cells become to oxidative stress. When the liver, kidneys, and brain are already working harder, these additional toxins only speed up wear and tear. To preserve the benefits of honey, never bake with it above 62 to 70 degrees, 140 bars to 160 deg. Don't boil it or stir it into boiling water. Let your tea cool for 1-2 minutes before adding honey. Use it raw, on cool foods, or mixed in just warm beverages. Heat transforms honey from a healer to a hidden hazard. One of the most surprising and lesser-known dangers is mixing honey with vinegar or highly acidic foods, especially when taken on an empty stomach. Many detox or weight loss drinks combine honey plus apple cider vinegar plus warm water. And while they seem natural, this combo can actually irritate the gut lining, disrupt pH balance, and weaken digestion over time. When honey is exposed to acidic conditions, especially when taken daily, it may undergo slow fermentation. This disrupts the gut microbiome, the ecosystem of bacteria responsible for digestion, mood regulation, immune strength, and even brain health. For older adults, this disruption can mean more bloating, more gas, more inflammation, and reduced nutrient absorption. The exact opposite of what we want from a healing morning drink. A better way? If you're taking apple cider vinegar, take it separately. And don't pair it with honey in high doses. Let your stomach settle and enjoy honey later with a stabilizing food like yogurt, oats, or herbal tea. Combining too many acidic and fermentable ingredients, especially on an aging digestive system, is a recipe for inflammation, not wellness. A quick recap of the worst honey pairings. Honey plus ghee, in equal parts, may create gut-toxic compounds like HMF. Heated honey over 60-70 degrees destroys enzymes, raises cellular toxins. Honey plus vinegar, acidic mixes, disrupts gut flora, promotes fermentation. These combinations are more than just bad health tips. They are biochemically problematic, especially for the older adult whose systems are already more sensitive, more inflamed, and more vulnerable to dietary stress. Honey is powerful, but like any natural medicine, it needs the right companions and the right conditions to work. So how do you actually get the benefits? That's what we'll explore next. The 3 best ways to use honey after 60 to support your memory, joints, energy, and immune system, without triggering side effects or toxicity. If you're looking for a simple way to start your day with anti-inflammatory support, look no further than honey and cinnamon. This pairing has been used in traditional medicine for centuries. And now, science is catching up. Why it works. Cinnamon is rich in antioxidants and polyphenols that support blood sugar regulation, memory, and cardiovascular function. When combined with raw, unheated honey, this mixture can help reduce joint pain, enhance circulation, and even ease early signs of arthritis. Some studies suggest that cinnamon and honey together may help reduce LDL cholesterol, fight oxidative stress, and improve cognitive resilience in older adults. How to prepare. In the morning, mix 1 cup of warm, not hot, water, 1 teaspoon of raw honey, 1/4 teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon. Stir gently and drink on an empty stomach, about 20-30 minutes before breakfast. This is gentle on digestion, supports hydration, and provides your muscles and brain with a steady, clean-burning energy. And unlike vinegar-based tonics, this one is kind to the gut, even if you're sensitive. As we age, chronic inflammation becomes one of the biggest threats to our health. contributing to everything from joint pain and stiffness to brain fog and fatigue. This is where turmeric and ginger shine, especially when paired with honey and black pepper. Why it works. Turmeric's active compound, curcumin, has been shown to reduce inflammatory markers like CRP and TNF-alpha. Ginger boosts circulation and reduces morning stiffness, especially in people with arthritis. Black pepper improves the absorption of curcumin by over 2,000%, making the benefits actually usable by your body. And honey rounds it out by adding antioxidant power, soothing the digestive tract and improving taste. This drink can act like a natural pain reliever and may help prevent some of the cellular inflammation that contributes to long-term neurodegeneration. How to prepare. In a small saucepan, gently warm, don't boil. 1 cup unsweetened almond milk or coconut milk. Half teaspoon turmeric. 1/4 teaspoon grated ginger, pinch of black pepper. Let it warm for a few minutes, then remove from heat. Once it's warm, not hot, stir in 1 teaspoon of raw honey. Drink it in the evening, ideally about an hour before bed. It relaxes the body, calms inflammation, and supports sleep. A critical time when your brain clears toxins and your muscles repair. Gut health becomes even more important after 60, especially as your ability to absorb nutrients like B vitamins, magnesium, and zinc begins to decline. This gentle digestive tonic supports bowel regularity, gut microbiome diversity, and mineral absorption, all critical for longevity. Why it works. Chia seeds are packed with fiber, magnesium, and omega-3 fatty acids. Lemon adds gentle acidity that stimulates digestion, but in balanced form, not excessive like vinegar. Honey works as a prebiotic, feeding healthy gut bacteria and smoothing digestion. It also provides a small amount of natural energy, making it ideal for late morning or afternoon when energy dips. How to prepare. In a glass or jar, combine 1 cup of room temperature filtered water, 1 tablespoon chia seeds, juice of 1/2 lemon, 1 teaspoon raw honey. Stir well and let sit for 10-15 minutes until the chia seeds expand. Drink slowly. It gently supports hydration, promotes regularity, and nourishes the inner lining of your gut, which becomes thinner and more delicate with age. Key tips to get the most from these recipes. To fully benefit from honey-based recipes after 60, always use raw, unpasteurized honey. Commercially processed honey loses most health properties. Never add honey to boiling liquids. Let them cool to warm before mixing. Avoid acidic or fermented pairings like vinegar, pickles, or strong lemon-based blends on an empty stomach. Time your honey intake wisely. Morning and evening are ideal windows for absorption, healing, and gut support. And remember, when you use honey like a tool, with precision and care, it can reduce inflammation, support your memory, protect your joints, and help your body heal from within. Let's take a moment to reflect on everything we've uncovered today. Honey, when used correctly, can be a powerful ally in aging. It supports your brain by protecting neurons and boosting memory, your joints by reducing inflammation and stiffness, your gut by feeding beneficial bacteria, and your immune system by calming internal stress and oxidation. But like any healing food, honey can become harmful if misused, especially for older adults who may already have weakened digestion, heightened sensitivity to toxins, or medications that interact poorly with certain compounds. That's why it's so important to remember, don't combine honey with ghee in equal amounts. Don't bake or boil it. Use it raw or in warm, not hot, liquids. Avoid mixing honey with vinegar or overly acidic foods, especially on an empty stomach. Those combinations don't just reduce honey's healing power, they may create new problems in the form of gut irritation, cell damage, or long-term inflammation. Instead, choose food combinations that work with your body, not against it. Whether it's a soothing honey plus cinnamon tonic in the morning, a warm turmeric ginger elixir at night, or a chia honey lime drink for gut support. These gentle recipes are designed to nourish you, not just fill you. And as you move forward, remember this. After 60, every food choice is either fueling your recovery or feeding the inflammation that slows you down. So let's choose intentionally. Let's choose support, healing, and foods that work with the body you're in now, not the one you had 30 years ago. And if honey is part of your routine, make it a conscious part. Let it support your memory, your energy, your mobility, without the risks that come from accidental misuse. Because your body is still capable of healing, still capable of adapting, and still capable of thriving. One smart step at a time. Which of these honey recipes are you most excited to try first? Or, have you ever tried a honey plus vinegar or baked honey recipe that didn't sit right? Let us know in the comments. Your story could help someone else avoid discomfort or make a healing shift. If you found this helpful, hit the like button and subscribe. We share practical, science-backed wellness for adults over 60 every week. Your health still matters, and nature still has answers. Let's use them wisely, together.